We've got a self-defense technique today coming from, this can happen at a bar, a restaurant, walking down the street. But the example I'm going to use now, thank you, Mina, is Brock Lesnar and Daniel Cormier. I wanted to call him Chris. Daniel Cormier. So after that, when Daniel just won the belt, congratulations, that they brought Brock into the cage, the octagon, walked around the ring, or walked through the cage, and chest bumped Daniel. So if you watch that video, you know what's funny about that is Daniel's boxing coach, after Brock stiff arms Daniel, then his boxing coach, which is about like a third of what Brock weighs, comes over and pushes him, and Brock just kind of dismissed it. I thought that could have got ugly. But anyway, so in and of itself, if you get stiff armed, this will work either with one arm or two arms if you're the one getting stiff armed. Okay, but the same thing that happened in the cage. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you a little cool invention after this too that Mina just came up with. So here's what's going to happen. So I have beef with Mina. Okay, so what's going to happen, I will do it both with one arm and two arms. So here's what, so if I stiff arm Mina, here's what's going to do. Okay, so first of all, I shouldn't be in his personal space nor putting hands on him. Okay, or anybody should do that to you as well. So this is where this is going. But anyway, just self-defense. So if I come in here and stiff arm him, boom. Okay, so what he did is, so when he got pushed, however standing, usually, for the most part, if you'll notice, people that train without even noticing, they don't stand square anymore, but they stand in somewhat of a fight stance. So before, hopefully nobody gets in a street fight, but if you do, watch how a person stands, because they're going to be somewhat in a fight stance, and the toes going to be open. The more that you'll get the feet angled out, usually the more of like a kickboxer, a Thai fighter. But anybody who knows, has been trained in martial arts or mixed martial arts, will end up standing that without even knowing. So here's what's going to happen. So he gets pushed back, he's going to load off that back leg, and that's a spring from there, and he's going to fire that rear hand, that cross. Okay, so once again, I come up, I got beef with Mina. Okay, so I'm going to stiff arm him with both hands. Boom, bang, like that, and I'm going to catch it. And the majority of the time, after I push him, my head's still going to be there, because one, I'm not going to stiff arm anybody, and most of the people that are going to stiff arm you don't know what the hell they're doing. So once again, I stiff arm him, so I'm going to extend when I stiff arm, just naturally. Boom, bang. And I can almost guarantee 9.99 times out of 10, if you get stiff arm, the guy's hands aren't coming back up to his chin. They're going to come somewhere over. So you got wide open range on that. So let's do that one more time, okay? So here, so I'm just going to stiff arm Mina with one arm right now, okay? So I'm going to come stiff arm him, boom, bang. So it's just like a shock, just like a car. When I do it, he's going to take it and absorb it, okay? So now that punch is loaded. Now when he's going to come back, he's just going to follow my hand back and clip it on the chin, okay? So again, I'm just going to stiff arm him with one arm, bop, bop. Now stiff arm him with two, boom, boom. And again, not that I want anybody getting in any street fights, but this happens a lot, like in a bar or such like that. So we come up, and I got a problem with this guy. Standing here or whatever, so you can even be in a square stance and have it. You see, but unconsciously, without even thinking about it, he's in his boxing stance, his fight stance. So when I stiff arm this guy, all it does is make it worse for me. He loads the punch and comes back. So that, where else do you get to come from a fight stance, load it, and then let it go?
I will say though, if a guy's being aggressive, you naturally are probably going to step into your fighting stance anyway. If you're just talking, you'll probably be square, but if someone's aggressive, I probably will automatically be in a fighting stance with that. That's all.
And keep him at arm's distance. Don't let anybody get your personal business on that one. So one more time, because I probably did this one too many times. We'll do it again. So I'm here. I have a problem. Good morning. Okay. So from here, I'm going to stiff arm him. Boom. He loads it, and I come back. I'm going to eat it. Now I don't know what kind of power you put together with your punches and how long you've been training, but the majority of the time, because what's the most devastating punch in boxing or fighting, which everybody knows? The most devastating punch in boxing is the punch you don't see. So with that, when I did it, I pushed Mina and he came back. So I wasn't expecting that punch to come back. So that's the one that's going to clip me. That's the one that's going to knock me out. So with that said, depending on the situation, you may need to just ass and elbows and leave, or you might need to follow up with a straight right left hook or cross front hook and see how that works out for you. So if you have any questions, comments, if you didn't know,
Now you know.